Hey, I'm Mihir Joshi and I am with Jonita Gandhi right here on the MJ Show. Hope you've got part 1 and 2. And if you've not, what are you doing? Check them out. We got some great stuff on that. Alright, so Jonita, we talked about how things began. We talked about YouTube and how awesome it was for you. Now tell me how it actually worked out. How did your break in Bollywood happen?
So, I guess there's a few things that kind of pushed me to come out to India and try out playback singing. One of them was, of course, the YouTube success and the fact that names in Bollywood were appreciating our work. That kind of made me feel like, maybe I have a shot. So also, not last year, 2012 summer, I had done a tour with Sonu Nigam.
Oh, wow, okay.
He was touring North America.
Yeah.
And so I was the lead female singer at a lot of his shows.
How did he spot you? Through YouTube?
There's actually a big history behind that too. In 2009, there was a contest that Sonu Nigam put out on his Facebook page. And it was basically, he was asking people to send in their auditions, people who wanted to write lyrics for this tribute he wanted to make for Michael Jackson, who had just passed away. So I had sent in my audition. I think it was a recording of me singing Hero by Mariah Carey.
Nice.
And I think I was one of the later actually submissions because I found out about the contest really late. But luckily I was one of the winners.
Okay.
So there were 6 singers featured, and it was like this remote thing. Everybody sent in their vocals from wherever they were. It was from winners that were distributed around the world actually for that. So that came out. So that's what kind of put me on the map for him.
Nice.
And then I had also done this online competition, North American Indian singing competition called I Am Next Superstar.
Okay.
So that was like an online platform where you get to upload videos, and he was one of the judges for that, and I was a finalist for that.
Awesome.
So that because I was a finalist for that, I got to meet him at the finals for that in New Jersey, and I think that was also in 2011 maybe. But so from 2009 till then, he had kind of known about me. Then for this tour, I sent him him and the promoter also, they both knew about me because I had been performing around North America. Gigging and stuff like that. So I sent in the videos that I had with Akash. By that time, I think only Ye Hosla was out.
Okay.
So I sent that just as like a sample, just to confirm that this is what I sound like, and and they approved, and they're like, yeah, let's get her, and then we did a whole tour.
Wow. Okay. With Sonu Nigam, that's
it was
what
pretty,
a brilliant way to
crazy
kick things
for
off.
me.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't when I found out it was happening. I'm like, yeah, right. Like I won't believe it until like the itineraries and my email, I honestly didn't. I had my doubts that it was actually going to happen because I was just kind of like awestruck by the whole opportunity.
So you started off with a tour with Sonu Nigam, and then that's when you decided to.
So the way that it's just interacting with his musicians, interacting with him. Again, that gave me a little insight into Bollywood and what it's like, and there's lots of people who do it. Lots of people come from outside of Bombay. It's the story of like most people's lives here.
That's true. Okay.
So I got to interact with Sonu Nigam's band, and a lot of the band members and him himself kind of encouraged me, saying that it's worth a shot kind of thing. Lots of people do that. Lots of people come from outside of Bombay, and they
make their careers here.
Exactly. They give it a good shot. And so I thought, you know what do I have to lose? I had just graduated right before the tours. Like the timing was very good for me. So I had just finished my degrees, and the tour had just happened. So then I'm like, I'm going to go to India. And I came here like long term in January, a year,
January 2012. 2013.
So it's only been a year since I've been here.
Okay.
And then I started trying to network. Again, because I had my YouTube videos, that was something for me to showcase as like a sample.
As a singer,
My demos, so like check me out, this is what I sound like. And nowadays, all the music directors are very accessible. They're very interactive on
online, social media
forums. So it was not so hard to just send them a quick Facebook message or tweet at them. And like I had been trying to tweet at Vishal Shekhar, for example. And their engineer, Abhishek Ghatak, so he showed them my videos.
Okay.
So, and I think after that, for the first time, I had gone in to go meet Vishal. And the same night, he's like, do you want to try a scratch? And I'm like, obviously. Like in my head, I was like, I want to try it. But I was like, I'll try to act all cool. I'm just kidding. No, I was just like, yeah, for sure. I'd love the opportunity. And I had no expectations. Like I was like, you know what? I'm getting the chance to sing live and get feedback. That's what I took it as. So yeah, it was Chennai Express. It was
Yeah.
this like really fun track that S.P. Balasubramaniam had already sung on, and I loved it. I thought it was like awesome to hear him rapping, and it's a really fun track. So,
Yeah.
and then like next thing I knew, a few months later, I found out that they were keeping the vocals I'd done.
That you did as a scratch track.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, awesome.
So that it was working, and they liked it. They kept it, and I was like, whoa. So and that was it. It was like.
That was your first break in Bollywood
Right.
as a playback singer. Okay, so let's hear it. Let's hear a bit of that song.
Okay, I'll sing my verse.
Yeah.
जीवन है खुशियों का नन्हा सा कलेक्शन टकराए अनजाने है लव का सिलेक्शन टिकट खरीद के बैठ जा सीट पे निकल ना जाए कहीं चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस टिकट खरीद के बैठ जा सीट पे निकल ना जाए कहीं चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस get on the train baby. That became my tagline. Everyone used to like
Get on the train, baby.
fun of me with that,
You know what? We're going to talk about Highway in the final part with you. But before we end this segment, the first tour that you did with Sonu Nigam, you know,
Yeah.
tell me one song that you performed live on stage that people loved in North America. That they said, "Holy shit, this is the Jonita moment of the show." What was that?
I don't know what the Jonita moment would have been. But actually, for the majority of those shows, there was
Yeah.
a theme. It was the tour was called "Close to My Heart,"
All right.
and it was a symphony like orchestra.
Wow, okay.
I think over 50% probably of the content of the show were all old songs.
Nice.
So I opened the show and I sang the first song at like all these shows was Ja Gale,
Wow.
and that's like I love that song.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
So
Yeah.
that was, I guess, that would be.
Can I hear a
the
bit of
song
that?
I was known for.
Let's end it with this.
Sure. लग जा गले के फिर हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर से जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले के फिर हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर से जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले
Wow, that was absolutely fantastic. And that about wraps up part 3 with Jonita, and we're going to go into one final part where we'll talk about her association with A.R. Rahman. Fantastic story there as well. It's going to happen in part 4 of the MJ show with Jonita Gandhi. Check it.